Ooh, cha. Ooh, cha. Can anybody hear me? Can anybody hear me? Ooh, cha. Ooh, cha. Can anybody hear me? Can anybody hear me? Ooh, cha. Ooh, cha. Can anybody hear me? Can anybody hear me? Hey, Gemini 64. Hey, C. Dupree. Hey, Alana Spears. Hey, Really Pie. I named this live when all else fails, pull out your breast. Oh, child, I'll let a couple more people come in here before I start talking. But honey, pull your titty out. If you can't do nothing else, you know what I'm saying? Just pull it out. And it seemed to work. Okay. And I have a couple of days of information to catch up on. Um, Things that I've seen out here in the YouTube streets. I'm gonna try to go in order because it's a lot going on. Um, I haven't been in the beef sector so much lately. I've been spending a lot of time in the Mo3 beef sector because, honey, it's been on fire. Yeah. You hear me? It's been on fire. Yeah. You hear me, DD Jones? They've been doing the do over there. So let me get my notes. I'm gonna try to go in the order because I missed lives a couple of days. I just can't do it every day. Okay. Well, the first thing I have to talk about now, I heard this now through the grapevine that 88 has court in December. I don't know what date it is. Um, I I don't know a whole lot about it, but that came out on somebody's phone the other day. Um, and Donald Goins had said, like on one of his lives, that you know, back in the day, him and Teresa was doxing each other, and they were calling the police on each other. And he said that his like baby mama or somebody is the one that called the police on Teresa that time. I don't know, but that's what was said over there. Okay, let me make this bigger. Okay. Okay, now I don't know if I told you guys this the last time, but Fly Babe did come back. I did do a live, announcing her comeback. And allegedly she was gonna be doing like night shows. Now I don't know, I don't know her schedule, but we'll find out more about that in the future. Why not? Okay. Wait a minute. And then they were still saying things about K Fit. I, like I said, I haven't seen her mugshot, all of that, but I did see VS do a live the other day, and like she was going through her evictions and like about the car case and things like that. And allegedly the car case got dismissed, with the paperwork that VS was looking at. She was looking online And then she gave a link where the people could go online, but I didn't do that because I don't care. I ain't that interested in it. You know, I'm just being for real. I wasn't gonna do all of that because she said you can go on that link and see everything, but I wasn't gonna do that. Okay. And then I haven't heard, like a K Fit or King Rumble come out and say, "Hey, that is a lie. That wasn't on there." So I don't know. But I was assumed that one of them would come out and say something like that, but I haven't heard anything. Okay. I haven't seen any action like that. Okay. And another reason I named this live when all else fail, pull your breasts out, because Crystal was showing Lemon something in her phone a couple of days ago. And when she scrolled, it showed that video that she was supposed to be gonna send Lemon that showing her breast. Well, child, it showed her titty. Because it was the next video. She said it was an accident. Some people say it was. Some people say it wasn't. I don't know. But, I just say she had a Janet Jackson moment, honey. When you get to be 50 something, you got to do a little extra sometimes. So, she pulled it, she showed her titty. And people took screenshots of it. And then had to take the live down. And then he made another live. Krista did cash app him, because he had to take that live down. Child, you hear me? And she really do feel bad about it. And she's, I believe her. I believe it was an accident. Okay. And when 5 hit Lemon Panel the other night, I told you guys that she was dragging Krista. Well, honey, she said that if Krista didn't leave her alone, she was gonna do it her own. She was gonna join the For the Love of Lemon Child. Ooh. And a couple of days ago, like the captain and Donald Goins have been into it regarding Eve. That's a lady that he used to date, and they're no longer together. Hopefully, those two will leave each other alone, because, child, later on in the lab, I'm going to tell you about some more stuff about them. But the captain been dragging him and just, like nagging, and Donald Goins been going back, going back and forth with him and Eve, and it's just a mess, and it's still a mess, child. Let me see. And one day on the captain's, y'all know I don't care nothing about Woo. Well, I can't think of the girl name. I think it was Krista or somebody was gonna um a girl that's over there named Christina. I think that was the one. She was gonna do, twerk and stuff. Well, honey, Wu can't take that. She got to get up there and outdo the person. And she jumped up there and she twerk. She was all on the floor. She was on her bathroom counter. She was on the bathroom door. It has one of them doors that, like fold when you slide it open and close, and that door was off the track. And when she was leaning on the door, it was moving and all that, just pitiful. And she had on a black tank top and some black panties, and she looked like she smelled like sour cream, spoiled bologna, and sewer water. Okay. And then the other girl, she twerked toward the end. She just showed a video of her twerking, and she had a cute little, like a sleeper short set on, the little pants and the, like the little top. I like those kind of things. I buy those a lot. But she had one of those on, and she was twerking, and Wu just was looking, but and then Wu changed clothes because the captain said, put something different on. And then she run and she put something different on. Then she come back on. And he said, nah, I don't like that. Put something else on. And, she was changing clothes, going and, coming back on and all of that. Just ignorant. Because can't no man tell me the damn change clothes, one on live, you don't like what I got on. Hell, But I'm, it's ignorant. Okay. Oh shit. Oh, and then I went over to the good pussy. Now this is a couple of days ago because I'm trying to go in order, which is really hard for me to do because my last live I was kind of bouncing all over the place, and I don't want to do it like that. But so you guys could keep up how the story progress. Okay. So I went to Good Pussy the other day, and 188 was into it. And for some, now the parts I'm getting, 88 was saying that Mysterious run plays, and she was tired of her putting her name and stuff, saying, didn't I do that or whatever, like putting her in plays. And she said that they said she wasn't going to do it no more. She wasn't going to put up with it, and she tired of it. And Mysterious, because they've been friends a long time. They fall out, but Mysterious say, this is it. I'm not going to be cool with you no more. You know, this the straw that broke the camel's back. And I really hate that because Mysterious is allegedly is real close to one of like Queen 88's teenage daughter that live with 88. And she do like really, like sometimes send her like cash apps and things like that. But to get, things that teenage girls like to get that your mama may not buy you, well, she always slide her a little cash app, and hopefully the breakup between those two ladies, their friendship, hopefully it don't affect the child, the teenage daughter, because she's at that vulnerable age. Just because you fall out with the mother, but a lot of times the moms won't let you have no contact with it. And I really hate that. Okay. Let's see what that. And uh, Mysterious also said, Mysterious is another name for the good pussy. She also said that she didn't know that Queen 88 was as messy as she was. And child, when Wu was twerking and stuff after she got through, the captain asked her that Larry get her pregnant. And Larry is this guy that she lived with. He said she looked like she was 6 months. And Duke was also on that panel, and he was up there with no shirt on. And one of the guys, now I can't remember which guy said that he had cow titties. Okay. Okay. And like over there in the Mo3 beef sector, they use people pictures a lot on their screens, like as their avatars. And then they have a thing where they like do slideshows, and they do the slideshows. It like show you, might show your mama, may show your kids, may show dead people, just everything that they just do that over there, because they don't really strike like the beef sector. Because the beef sector, you do something, they'll strike the hell out of you over here. But over there, they really lenient with a lot of things that the beef sector don't do. Okay, because the beef sector have tried a lot of that shit in the past, and they got their ass struck. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Um, and he was showing like his Donegal mother, and Donegal's was, he didn't like that at all. And he was also, for some reason, I don't know why him and King James into it. King James is another character, content creator over there. He's a single guy, and he's dated a couple of ladies. And I noticed, like, whenever you break up with him, he, just drag you and say bad things about you. And right, he used to drag Cupcake, but now he dragging Royalty every chance he get. If she's on a panel dragging somebody, he gets up there and jump in it, you know. And I don't think that's cool. You just get up there and drag on your own. You don't have to wait till a man get up there. And then Ken Nola, he was on the panel too at that time. And now him and King James and Ken Nola News, they cool. But Ken was saying something and uh King Rome King James started dragging Ken. And I mean, he was just saying anything. And what the drags that he was using was like from like mob movies and stuff like that, or gang movies. It was like he was doing he was dragging Ken on shit he had seen on TV before. It was so funny. Ken said, "What the hell are you talking about? You talking to who? Are you talking to? You talking to me?" And he was like that. It was so funny. Oh shit, he was dragging him on shit on the movies, and then about he drug Ken a long time, but then once he settled down, where Ken could tell him, man, this is me, this is Ken Nola, and he was like, oh my bad man, I thought you was somebody else, you know. Ooh, child, he was dragging. And y'all, when Wu was doing that twerking, she had on like a black, them shirts like men wear, them wife beaters, but a lady wife beater, she had on a black one, and then she had on some black panties, and I mean they were some big panties. Y'all hear me? And that's another reason she changed clothes. But she was all up in the camera twerking. It was just a mess. Do you hear me? But I tell you one damn thing about it, the Wu can twerk, and she could do that where they move one cheek of the booty at one time. You know how they shake one side of the butt and then do the other side. So she got some good butt muscles. You know what I'm saying? I can't take that from her. And she don't really have no bad shape or nothing. You know what I'm saying? I just be dragging her, but just being honest. She ain't got the baddest shape in the whole world. But I'm gonna talk about her for the rest of her life, because she crossed the line with me when she was talking about my mama, and she don't know my goddamn mama. So it's up in this stuff. Okay? I'm gonna drag her ass every chance I get. And I'm getting ready to speak to some more people. Hey, Vibrant, how you doing this morning? Hey, Meow Meow. Hey, LaKendra McCray. Let's see who else. Hey, Yum Yum. Yummy Yums. Hey, P, the panel killer. Hey, Daquan. I gotta get over there and see you. I hadn't been over there to see you in a while, Daquan. Hey, Bertha May. How are you doing? I'm trying to stay in order because if I get to bouncing around, I'll forget something and all of that, y'all. Let me see. Hey, Jamel. Hey, Soul Sister number one. Hey, go ahead, get mad. Go ahead, get mad. I don't care. I know that's right. Hey, Carly. And y'all make sure you hit the like button. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. And if you got a little change, hit my cash out. Hey, Black Pearl. Hey, living my best life. I ain't going back and forth. I ain't going back and forth, honey. Mm-mm. I can't do it no more. I used to go back and forth with my men, but I don't even do that no more. That ain't no fun. Hey, see the pre. Okay, let me get bad notes back up. Okay, let me see where I was at. Okay, and this is still at the spaceship. Um, Wu and Duke got into it, and Wu got into it with Mink, and cause Wu she just swing on anybody, like uppity, hit the panel, and then everybody come up there, she got something smart to say, so that's how Wu act over there, and just like uppity act over here. And the captain, he drug Duke, um, and so Duke had made a diss album on Mo3, which I don't know a whole lot about that, but the captain wanted to know when the last time he sent Mo3 kids some money, since he made money off of the diss album. And he also asked him, was he going to Mo3 Day? And Duke really didn't answer. Okay. Yeah, and Captain was showing, pictures of different people in Duke family, and Duke, I mean not Duke, Donna Goins family, and it really upset him. And he was showing his baby mama and one of his baby mamas, and he was also showing her mother. And Duke didn't like, I mean Donna Goins didn't like that at all. And Mink also on that live, Mink got into it with 88. Uh, Big Lack, and when Meek was dragging Big Lack, she was telling him he needed to take a breathing treatment, and called him slew-footed and all kind of stuff. And Freety, that's another person over in the Mo3 sector. She got into it with Duke, and she was calling him a hillbilly. And she also got into it with Mink. And of course, the captain kept dragging Donna Goins and showing pictures, of him. And he was really keeping him upset, And okay, then I think, then I was, cruising around over in the beef sector one day, and then everybody was talking about Crystal showing her titty, and I put that in here again because I kept hearing it everywhere. So I made another note of that. Okay, and this was over at Cesaro a couple of days ago, and when she was on the panel, because allegedly she keeps saying that her and the captain haven't met up, and like when you ask the captain, he really don't say yay, and he really don't say nay. Okay, and like when she was on 357s a couple of days ago, she was telling the captain he gave her the wrong address because they were supposed to get together and smoke. So if they got together and done anything, I don't know. But the other day on Pizarro panel, she was running her mouth. You know how she talked too fast? And she said, wait a minute. She said about the captain. She let it slip that they did have hung out together. And J Don said, see there, I told you, because J Don was on the panel and they was into it. And then Ness tried to backpedal and say that they have never hung out. But see, she had slipped and said it. And you can't put it back in your mouth after you let out. Girl, everybody know you've been hanging around with him. I don't know what y'all been doing, but that news is a month old, baby, over here in the beef sector, sweetheart. Okay. So you ran your mouth too much on a live over a month ago, or you got either on Pizarro panel this, and you told that. Okay. So why you backpedaling and pussy popping now? I don't know. And when Ness was on the panel at Pizarro's, y'all know she don't think that the chat should say anything on, to her, and she don't think the panel should say anything, like drag her or whatever. And she looked down and seen something that BL wrote in the chat, and she started talking that mess like Pazara should control her panel better and her chat better. And Pazara was like, girl, you you ain't running nothing over here. You don't like it, go. You know, she be trying to do that, and she tried to do that over the Mo3 set the girl the other day. I was saying, bitch, is you crazy? You are fair game just like everybody else. You ain't getting no special treatment. Ho. And she was, telling she was saying Lemonade quit his job and this and that. And because she be dragging all kind of ways, and she keep dragging Lemon and stuff. But she was saying he had quit his job for YouTube. And I put in here, this is what I put. I said, bitch, you got fired from your job over YouTube. Real that. She lost her job because she was over there on the computer at their, using their making memes or whatever, and all that, that dumb shit, that you ain't supposed to do it on your job as, and um, being a customer service agent or whatever you are paid to do, bitch, they can pull your everything you did on your shift, and they can see everything you've done, girl. You are so dumb. Hopefully you don't lose this job like that, and you just got up your ass and got another job. You see what I'm saying? You was off work months, honey. And she was talking about BL was harassing her. BL was dragging her. And then she was talking about Heat Wave dragging her, because Heat Wave drag her ass all the time, just like I do, child. Okay. Now, DG have been in tour with Eve, and she had put a restraining order on him. And so he was saying things against her on his lives. Well, child, his page is gone, but what happened was he hid his page. You know how sometimes the content get the, when you type in the content creator name, you can't find it. A lot of people be thinking that their page have got took, but he said that he's just taking a little break, which I don't blame him, because they got a fiery breakup going on right now. And when it gets to the restraining orders and stuff like that, it's getting ready to get out of hand. So, I don't think nothing's wrong with him, just chilling back and, maybe hit panels every once in a while and not really talk about her. And hopefully she do the same thing, because I don't want nobody to get hurt or anything like that. And this ain't the first time they done broke up with somebody. It don't have to be a big old mess when you break up with somebody. You know what I'm saying? Even though usually in a breakup, like the person that, sometimes when you break up with a person, they still love you. And they be wanting to know, why did you break up with me? What's going on? Well, sometimes you don't want to talk to that person about anything, and it's your right. Um, sometimes you can't be friends with people that that you break up with. You can't be cool with them, and it just is what it is. All breakups ain't easy, but the space and time, you'll get over. You'll get over a lot of things, even though sometimes you will miss them and stuff. I think that's kind of like this, and it's just high tension right now with those two. And then other people getting in it and stuff. And I don't think that other people have any goddamn business getting up in their business, asking them anything. I don't do that. Because see, that just add, fire to the fuel, fuel to the fire. Different people come and say, well, she said this, or he said that, and he said he gonna do this. She said she gonna do. You add fuel to the fire. Worry about your own damn relationship and stay out of theirs, because they might get back together. You know? And you done said all this bullshit against the other one, and they get back together. And you're gonna be on the outside looking in. Okay? Okay? You'll lose your friend like that. You know? Let me see what else. MHB. Okay, Trish was on Pizarro panel a couple of days ago, and see, she plays with the wrong people. She do that old crazy shit on panels and attack people and just say stupid stuff. Well, honey, I don't know what happened, but she was on Pizarro's panel one day, and I guess somebody texted her or something and said that MHB was over there doxing her, and he was doxing her, and she went over there and hit his panel, and he was still doxing her in her face. And he started telling her she had wants and stuff, and honey, she hit the goddamn highway. I don't know if she exited stage left or exited stage right. She didn't take the elevator, and she didn't exit like a lady stage left or stage right. Child, she jumped out of a 15-story building. Jumped out the window like a fool. But she got her ass out over there. And see, you can't play with him. He ain't nothing to play with. I don't fool with it. Okay? Because he was saying he was going, before he was saying he was going to dox everybody in the beef sector, and then he started calling my name. And he had called mine, and honey, I called his ass out over there, Bimp. I sit up on that panel and waited on that bastard to come. I waited about 2 goddamn hours. You hear me? And when he came, I drug his ass to the white meat, and he got the hell gone. And we don't fool with each other. Me, he stay over there, and I stay over here, okay? And see, like Trish thinks she can hit anybody panel and with that bullshit. And I know that's what it had to be, She hit that man panel and probably was messing with him and stuff. But she be over there talking about her pulse and all that kind of shit. And she been hollering it lately. She been hollering that Duke Pharaoh Deke is her Deke. And he sent us some more pictures of his dick. And Trish, you need to sit down. You look like a black wild fool. You like a hoe. You talking about you got a damn husband, but you claiming Duke Pharaoh Dick is yours, and he's supposed to be going on your island trip that's in your mind. The one she said that she taking the beef sector. The OGs on the beef sector. And y'all know she canceled the thing in New York, which we knew wasn't gonna happen anyway. Well, child, she was over at Broadway's the other night, and she told him. Now she invited him. And she said that she was gonna give him $8,000, and I think it was $8,200, but she was gonna keep the $200 for some kind of fee. Okay, so he's supposed to get $8,000. Now, bitch, where you gonna get $8,000 to get that man? And she was saying that she was gonna email him so they could talk about, the gist of whatever, the island vacation. And I hope that he don't be dumb enough to sign that NDA or whatever she got. Make her give 357. Make her give you that goddamn $8,000 before you sign anything. Okay. And if you do sign anything, you better read that shit line for line, real slow. And if you have any questions, ask her some goddamn questions before you sign it. But don't you sign a goddamn thing until you get your money on. Okay? And that'll stop a whole lot of that bullshitting. Now, she been over here and talking to the beef sector OGs. The one that she invited to this is all-inclusive island vacation that's in her motherfucking mind. Can y'all get in her mind and go on this island vacation that she talking about? And then one day, now this been a couple of weeks ago when she was talking about the exclusive island vacation. She was saying that we just say Tracy was going. Well, if Tracy go, she have to buy the plane ticket and pay for like the package, and then they'll refund the money. That ain't what all exclusive mean. You don't do that shit. If y'all pay that goddamn money to go over there, well, that's just them. Okay. But then she's saying that they'll get their refund. They'll get refunded the money back. Now, what kind of bullshit is that? All exclusive mean all I have to do is go to the airport and get on the plane. Show my ID, get my ticket, and get on the plane. All exclusive mean after I land in that plane, I get a ride to my goddamn where I'm gonna be lodged at. And all I gotta do is give my name and show my ID and go upstairs. You see what I'm saying? That's what you call all exclusive. And like when I go to the restaurant to eat, all I gotta do is sit my black ass in the seat and I order what I want. And then walk out. Now that's what all exclusive means. The only time I come out of my pocket is when it's some kind of activity I want to do on that hour, or if I want to buy souvenirs, you know what I'm saying, to take home to my people. I don't have to wait for no goddamn refund about nothing. Okay, now let me speak to some more of you guys. Shit, dumb ass shit. Let me speak to hey Sarah Vaughn. Hey K Kira. I went to the bendo this morning, child. And if you haven't subscribed to K Kira, subscribe to her. Hey, sweet berries, sweet bay strawberries. I had me a strawberry slushy the other day, made with real strawberries, and it was delicious. And I got that because I seen your name in a chat, and I had a taste for some strawberries. Hey, Black Pearl. You see what I'm saying? Some of these names make me want to eat some things or buy some kind of fruity drinks. And I got me a fruity slushy, child, and it was good. And I keep on talking about it. I'm gonna have to send one of my granddaughters to get me one. Get me another one. Because that slushy was good. Okay. Let me see if I see anybody else to speak to. I think that's everybody. Now I'm going to get back to my notes. Okay. Let me scroll up, child. Because I got some days of notes, honey. Because I got kind of lazy. I didn't want to do no damn lie. Okay. And child, y'all know I told you about MHB, what he did to Trish was he was hollering for people that had, know stuff about her or whatever to come over here and stuff. And child, some kind of way Raw B privilege hit that chat. And somebody had told him about Raw B and Trish. So Raw B hit the panel and they was talking. And she's Robbie. See, she been had a lawsuit against Trish for a couple of years. It's like over the name, and I can't remember what the name was. It's got something to do with butterflies or something. And Robbie said that was her copyrighted name. Okay, but Trish did a name for like a what business name or whatever. And so Robbie been taking her to court for years, and I thought they had got that settled, but evidently not, because Robbie said that she have had problems serving Trish. Well, you know what happened? What happened was MHB gave her all the information he had on Trish. He said you can serve that bitch. And then he also told her that like for $200, if you get to a attorney, which she says she already have, to ask him this, him or her this. Okay, let me pull it up. I got to get back to Robbie. Okay, she explained to her lawsuit to MHB, and she said that you can have her served since she's been avoiding, the process service. He gave the name of Trish's job. He said the name of her job is Global in Associates. He said that she had once in Ohio. And what the lawsuit that Robbie have against Trish that has been going on for years is over a trademark. And he said that MHB said that by Trish keep avoiding the process servers, that she could have her lawyer to, she can do it through publication. Okay. And so what Robbie will have to do is like, tell her lawyer, is there any way I can process? Can I serve her through publication in New York? And if she can, what it is, like printed it in the paper. And then it runs so many days or a month, a month. It might run a month. It depends on the laws in that state. And if she don't reply, she's got served through the newspaper. And I have seen that done, and it was a long, long time ago when I seen that done. And my sister had told a guy I was dating. He was having an issue. And my sister told him about that. And now back in the day, now he didn't have to get no lawyer. He just had like a letter typed up and gave it to the newspaper. And that's how he served her, this lady. Child. So I know that can be done, but I don't know about the laws, in New York. But Trish, girl, you need to handle your business. Child, it makes me went loud all day. This had me hollering, child. I don't go over there too often, okay? But the reason I went over there because, about Trish, I want to see what happened because he takes his last down, so I didn't get to see him in her interaction. But I did get to see Rob B because I did see that live while it was going on. Well, a day or two later, he did another live, and he was trying to get the people to send money because he said that he wanted a lie detector test. And the reason he wanted to have a lie detector test because people telling him he lying. He said he seen Santa Claus, him and like some of his siblings, they seen Santa Claus, fly from one roof to another one when he was a kid. And he said he want to take a damn lie detector test because he ain't lying. And he want to show the proof that he want to do the lie detector test live and the results to be live, child. And why the Santa Claus stuff come up, I don't know. But maybe he did some lives about that back recently, for this to come up. Ooh. But he said he seen Santa Claus in a sleigh fly off his neighbor's rooftop. And he was doing a fundraiser, to collect the money to get to prove that he seen Santa Claus. Okay, now get away from him. I'm going to Queen Tulsa. Her and King Roman News and K Fit was into it. And honey, King Roman News, he got the mics and stuff. And he usually have good sound. But for some reason, child, his mics were not miking. He was doing one and then he started talking in both of them. And Tulsa was dragging her ass off. But King Roman, you lost that one. You did a lot of hollering for nothing because we couldn't hardly hear nothing you were saying, child. And I know you could drag, but King Tulsa won that. Okay. And I like Queen Tulsa dragging, and I like the King Roman. I like to hear him drag, and I really don't know a whole lot about K Fit. I think I seen when her and Rodney got into it. I seen her drag on her live. but I just can't remember if it was a good drag. But that's been, a couple of months ago. Okay, and Trish, she has been very manic when it comes to Krista and Duke Farrell. Okay, because Duke don't want to have nothing to do with Trish anymore. He told her, just I do not, we have severed our ties. I don't want to have nothing to do with you. Leave me alone. He talked to her real bad, child. And because Trish was going around telling her that, telling, telling on different panels that Duke Farrell was her dick. And that's my dick and all that kind of stuff, child. And he tired of that shit and he want her to leave Krista alone. And he was saying it just like that to Trish. Leave me alone. I don't want to be bothered with you. I don't like you. Go away. And he told her that he don't like her because she disrespected Krista. He don't want to have nothing to do with her period. He was just, he said him and Krista is cool. And I went through by Breeze, and Tulsa was dragging Dimples, and I mean, yeah, Tulsa and Dimples was into it, but it wasn't too bad, but it wasn't too good. I don't know why they don't care for each other, but sometimes, like when Tulsa hit Lemon Link, she always said, "Tell I don't want her saying nothing to me, Lemon. I don't let her address me." Or if Dimples up there and Tulsa came, Dimples usually a drop off and stuff. But honey, Dimples stood toe to toe with Queen Tulsa, honey, on Bree panel, and I was really surprised. And I don't know if Trish taking heed to Duke because I I really don't keep up with her, but the only reason I do see her is when she comes up to the Boat 3 beef sector and when she be over there at Lemon. And sometimes, if I be at Pizarro's. But honey, she is making a total ass out of herself. And I don't know why she doing this, because she don't get nobody over there in her chat. It don't help people go to her. I think it deter people that they don't like her, and so people don't even go over there, no matter who name she put in her title. Uh, what she lies a lot. You know what I'm saying? And people just don't want to fool with her. I did for years. I was a supporter of hers, and I would just say keep my mouth shut on the lies that she was putting out. But when me and her fell out, I let everything be known how she lying shit and all of that. Okay. And then I've been, like I say, bitch, you've been lying for years. I just didn't say nothing. But since you want it, you getting it, hoe. And Duke don't want you, and none of these other niggas don't want you. And you look like a raggedy black ass fool whore because you say you got a husband, which I know you don't. Because like I said, ain't no man gonna put up with his woman screaming about another man dick is theirs. Okay? You got a ghost husband. You know that Bill Cosby movie, The Ghost Dad? You got a ghost husband, hoe. Make you a script and write a movie about it. Okay? And Duke has been going over to, going to Krista's, and Krista has been going to Duke. Okay? They seem, they got a good friendship going and stuff. And like I said, I didn't want her to get too tied up with Donald Goins because Donald Goins is going through what he's going through with his relationship. And Krista, you got enough heat out in the streets, you don't need no more. Okay? So do whatever you want to do, child. Okay. Uh, Okay, I talked about that. Oh, and Crystal was at Breeze the other day, and I think it had sunk in that her and Lemon weren't gonna be together, and she wouldn't listen to nobody when they would tell her you don't have to take that and it don't look good and this and that and this, and it hit her the other day, and she apologized to Bree, she apologized to ODS, she apologized to Bizarro for not hearing what anybody said regarding Lemon. And then she apologized to everybody that tried to tell her, you know, about how that she shouldn't let him treat her like that, and you could need to quit. Bree was saying you ain't got to run after no man, and she was saying all that kind of stuff. So good job, Crystal. Cause ain't no sense in falling out with nobody over no man. You know what I'm saying? If they cool with you, you need to stay cool with them. And if somebody seeks something against the man that you crazy about, just tell them don't be talking about my man. Just say it like that. Don't talk about my man. I don't talk about your man, so don't you talk about my man. Don't come here with that bullshit. But you ain't got to fall out and be calling nobody bitches and stuff. Or either you could just kind of slide away from until you get your shit together concerning your relationship. Okay? Because I ain't letting nobody talk about my man. And then some of my exes, I don't let nobody say nothing about them. You know what I'm saying? No, you ain't gonna do that. You know? But if I don't care for them, I don't give a damn what they say. You know what I'm saying? And them the ones that usually don't nobody come up and tell you nothing about. They come and tell you about somebody you broke up with that other people want. And girl, I seen him with so and so and all that kind of shit. And I be saying, bitch, I don't give a damn who he with. What they supposed to do for me? And bitch, I still like him. And I don't want to hear about him with no other bitch. Or bitch, I just glad he got somebody else because I don't want him talking to me no more. Okay. That's how you handle that shit. You know? Bitch, I don't want to hear about I still got feelings for that nigga, even though we broke up. I don't want to hear about him and no hoe. You didn't take that shit. Do you want me to start talking about your exes and they hoe? Because we can do that if you want to do it, hoe. Okay. Sometimes you got to fight fire with fire. And that PB lady I told you guys about that was talking about Mahale had been extorting her. Trish is still following that woman around, picking with her. And see, one of the points that PB made at Donna Goins, when she talked to Donna Goins, he did a live with her. She was saying different people was picking on her, and she had named Trish. Well, Trish is still messing with the woman. Trish, leave that damn woman alone. Y'all don't know each other. Leave her alone. She don't like you and she don't want to be bothered with you. Okay. And Lord Wu was on, I can't remember who panelist was. She sent them whoever the panel holder was, which was a man, a picture of her coochie. And she done start that shit again. And she said it didn't have no bumps on it. So the person that was looking at it said, no, it didn't have no bumps on it. And then I'm not going through that shit no more. Okay. I'm just letting y'all know she's still taking pictures of her pussy and that's so dumb. And another thing Duke announced on there, he said, fuck that secret island retreat thing Trish talking about. Cause she said that they were gonna F when he get to the island. Now you got a husband. You say you're taking your husband with you over there. Now how you gonna F them? See, that's how people get their head blowed out. Dumb shit like that. And he said he don't want to, he ain't going nowhere with you. He don't want you. And he ain't going on that trip. Okay. Okay, I'm back going back over here to the Mo3 beef sector. Where this girl named Monroe, um, she's back doing, doing labs and stuff. And one day she had a lab like 7 hours in. Everybody was over there. So I was peeping in, but I was in and out of it, okay? Well, over there, 88 and SD had it. Oh, you to they throw down. Do you hear me? They had it out. And because they broke up and he back with Jay. And let me see what else. Okay, let me get to Monroe. I don't want to go out of order because I want to keep it in order. Okay. And they had got into it over there. And so some kind of way, 88 had said, because he's known for peeing in the bed. Because Jay took a picture one time, and I mean, he was pee. I mean, he had pee pee. He had emptied his damn bladder. And Jay showed it. She made a video, so that's still floating around, okay? Well, 88 said he peed in her bed too when had left Jade and went over there. And so she showed the mattress child. And it had pee spots on it. And he was saying, that ain't my pee. And I didn't do that. And she was showing his pee spot, which was a big one. And then her son, he was being potty drained at the time. And he had pee-peed in her bed. And she said, this is his and this is his. And she was just pointing that stuff on the thing. And so when she was showing her mattress, he was hollering, bring it back, show the whole mattress, you know, uh, show the whole mattress. And then she showed more of the mattress, and it had like blood on it because she had said he had blood on his side of the bed, but he had like, show it out, show the whole mattress. Then she showed this blood spot on her mattress, child, and he was saying, see that? And then she said that blood was from her getting rid of a baby, like an abortion. You see what I'm saying? And when she said that, I hit the floor. Okay, and while they was arguing, and she said, I can't remember if it was on his panel or on Monroe panel or 357. She said something about he had gave her syphilis and she took a blood test. She had blood work and she had the blood work. What? And she took it like last Friday and she got her results back Wednesday. Okay. And she said that she gave him that shit. She said he burnt her, that he gave her the syphilis. And Jade had the panel, and she said that they had went and got tested. Her and SD had got tested Wednesday. And I don't know if they got their results back Friday or do we have to wait till Monday because I hadn't heard anything else about that. Uh, and then when SD went back to Jade, she was looking through his phone, and he had made a sex tape of him and 88 doing it. And Jade said that when 88 was sucking his thing, that it looked dry, like her mouth was dry. And 88 said she don't like to do that anyway, suck thing because it make her gag, and she said that's just part of sex that she really don't care for. like giving a man head. But she done said that before. I've heard her say that before. And the captain say that her head ain't that good. This guy Mo said her head wasn't that good. And SD saying her head ain't that good. And she said that SD can't eat coochie good, but because he eat it like a little bird. But Tree said that about Noble, that he eat it like a bird. Okay. Now, honey, I'm getting ready to speak to some more people because now we're going to 357 yesterday, last night. Child, that live was on fire. Do you hear me? Because I had, when his live came on, I watched a couple of minutes of it, but I dozed off, okay? I went to sleep, okay? And I woke up a couple of hours later, okay? And honey, you talking about hooping and hollering and cussing. And so I made a short live and said, hey, yeah, it's going down over there. Oh, you know what I'm saying? It was a family feud going on, child. Okay, now I'm getting ready to pause here and I'm going to speak to some more people. Child. Ooh, child. Honey. Let me speak to some more people because, honey, I be forgetting what I'm talking about, child. I be forgetting to speak. And I don't want y'all to get mad at me. I want to keep the little bitty crowd I got. What Sarah say? Paulette, I believe Trish blocked me on them. Okay, now I'll keep your name because Mike Martin told me the same thing. So let me put your name in the notes. Hold up. Wait a minute. Let me get this up in it. Let me put this in the note. Sarah Vaughn. Sarah Vaughn. Okay. Let me write that big so I can see. Block that lemons. At lemons. Sarah Vaughn. Sarah Vaughn. And Mike Martin. I told them that. I told them that on the panel, because I was over in the Mo 3 sector and Mike, I think we was on Mahia panel, I think it was. And he told me that Trish had blocked him because he was saying, Duke don't like him. Him and Duke don't get along. And Mike Martin told me that Duke had blocked him. So I'll let Lemon know. Sarah, I know you're not a troublemaker. I kept asking Lemon to unblock me, but I'm still blocked. Okay, now if he go live tonight, I'll go on. I get up there and I'll let him know that you blocked, and then I'll remind him again that Mike Martin blocked. He was supposed to be looking at his block list, and unblocking people. But Trish she don't need to do that. She need to just mod his channel. She don't need to be doing that. And see, that's wrong. Hey, Dreamy Genie, but I will let him know that you block. I don't know why he don't take her mod stick. Who out here showing Ariel? Krista accidentally showed her titty. Aisha. Hey, the sassy show. But yeah. Okay, now I'm getting to last night, honey. Broadway had a hell of a live. Do you hear me? And like I said, child, it was on and popping when I woke up. And so I came over and I did one of them little short lives and told y'all, hey, it's Family Feud over there. Yeah, get your ass over there up to Broadway's. And he don't have it where you can't red ball it back, okay? So when it was 88 and her sister CB and Lucky was up there. And that's this Lucky is the sister. She really don't, she like to just chill out, okay? And she try not to get into her sister's things. Like when they fighting, she don't want to get in it. She don't want to be on neither one of them side, and don't be asking me, ain't that right? Or didn't I do that? Or didn't she do that? She don't want to be in it because she don't want her sister to get mad at her. And I understand that, okay? Sometimes your siblings, you could actually tell that didn't happen like that, or you did say that. But see, some siblings you can't do like that because they're turn against you too. You know, y'all know how siblings is. The people that got brothers and sisters, y'all know how it is, okay? Well, Lucky like to keep her name out the shit, even though she do witness some things or them getting into it. She don't want to be in it because she don't want to lose her bond. Like she the sister that get along with all her sisters and brothers, I guess. So Lucky was up there too, and they was trying to get her into it, but she was just saying, "Oh no," she was like that, and she finally wound up dropping down. But let me get my notes because I got okay. Now I was trying to keep it in order. I had the people came on the stage, but then I got lost, and you know how I'm saying. I was just my head was in and around. Okay, so I read about it back to the beginning. I, when he would have like down times on the panel when they were like resting and wasn't dragging so bad. I would go back and read ball back. Okay, so when I read about it back to the beginning, the person I seen that hit the panel first was Donald Goins. Okay. And he was talking to 357 about his page. Like him, I think they call it incognito or something like that. He did not lose his page. He didn't got, as far as I know, he didn't get struck and all of that. He just took his page down. He said he just needed a break, and I understand that. And I talked about that earlier in this live. I will not go back over it, okay? But, while he was up there talking to Donald Goins, shit was going on in the chat. And what was going on in the chat, CB was telling Josh, you need to hit that goddamn panel and say, and come clean, in so many words. You need to hit the panel, you need to hit the panel. And then Broadway said, man, you need to hit the panel if you're anywhere around here. And I know you're in here because I think he timed somebody out that he liked, as like a little love tap. You know how you can be in the sky? And he would time the person out for like a minute. So the person knew that he was in the sky watching, and so that way everybody knew he was at the lab, but he was in the cloud. And Broadway seen it, and he said, you may as well drop down out the clouds and hit the panel because CB, telling you need to hit the panel. Well, he didn't hit the panel. So CB hit the panel. As soon as CB started talking, who dropped down on the panel? Josh. And they are not supposed to be together again, which they break up and make up 11,204. Since I've been over there, they done broke up 250,000, 11,763 times. Okay. Well, this is supposed to be it. Child, they got them dragging each other. And let's see. CB was, wait a minute, let me get in line now. Wait a minute. CB was saying that Josh ain't got shit. He had never had shit. That he was donating plaza, for money. He ain't got no car. She said that they have met up only one time and they had sex only one time in the 2 years that they call themselves girlfriend and boyfriend. And I think what started all of this was that Josh said, had, I don't know if CB called him or he called her, but they had been broke up, but they the picture that they get YouTube, even when they break up, they still contact each other on the phone and stuff. Well, wait a minute. They still contact each other, on the phone, even when they're in together. Well, this time on the breakup, they're not supposed to be, they're supposed to be one of them breakups where, hey, don't, hey, this is a bad one, don't contact me. Well, allegedly, she contacted him, and in their conversation, he let her know that he was supposed to be seeing Sweet Pea. Child. And so he's saying that the reason that she come on YouTube and trying to bust him out and tell him to hit the panel is because he let her know that he was here messing with Sweet Pea, not messing with seeing Sweet Pea. So I don't know if they're going together or not. But I think Sweet Pea is the one he timed out for a minute, like the little love tap. And she said he ain't got no job. He ain't had no job in 2 years and all of that. And the other day, I can't think of what live I was in. Mink had said, Mink had got into it with Josh, and she was dragging Josh. And she said something about he had been in jail. And something about honey buns or something, or like sweets that he wanted. And that perked up everybody's ears, but, I didn't see nobody talking about Josh being in jail. Well, CB talked about that. And Josh talked about it too. Josh said he had a job at the hospital. What hospital, I don't know, and I really don't care. But and he was like training for like a managerial position. And he got locked up. And from what I can hear, he had been locked up like a month. And I don't know if he contacted Mink or no, CB contacted Mink. And that's how they talked to Josh on the phone. Like a three-way call, like the shit that Diddy in trouble with. But the three-way calls, they had a three-way call, jail call. And he said that he was in jail because he had like a case before. He was out on bail and he just never did go back and report or whatever. He didn't go to court or whatever. And that's why they put the warrant out for him. And so they kept him locked up. And I guess when he went before the judge gave him a day to come back to court. Now, I don't know if he bonded out this time, or I don't know if they let him go. Sometimes they'll just let you go and tell you when you have to come back to court. Okay, so I don't know what happened, the gist of that, but he is out. And he said that job, when he get this figured out, I guess go back to court and stuff, that the job is supposed to be waiting on him. Kind of doubt that, because you know what I'm saying, they ain't gonna hold no job no 2 and 3 months for you to get your shit together. And they said it's a felony, whatever he was charged with. And allegedly, people I heard that was in the chat and on the panel was saying that he got a charge from like fighting a girl he messed around with in another town in Texas. I don't know if he had to push her off him or whatever, but when he was telling the police what was going on, like when the police got there, like when you see this on Cops and on other shows, like if you push people or whatever, that's like an assault. Or like if you spit on somebody, that's an assault. All that kind of shit. And he said like I think he had pushed her out, and so therefore when they, he got charged. Okay. So he got to figure that shit out, okay? So while he was up there arguing back and forth with he was arguing with about 3 or 4 people. And so he was saying, if you buy me down, I don't give a damn, I'll come back up. I'll buy myself back up. He was talking like that. And so somebody bought him down. But do you know he bought himself back up? And I had never seen him do that. And then they were saying, "Oh, you got your income tax. That's why ah, that's what 88 and CB was saying." And I was saying, "What?" And, so, and they were saying, "You just got $1,000 and this and that." I don't know. Maybe CB filled his tax papers out. I don't know how they know all that kind of business. But allegedly, like the IRS was slow paying him. I don't know if it was a problem with the way it was filled out. I don't know what the issue was for him to take so long to get the money. Okay. All right. And Gigi had wound up there, and honey, Gigi was doing what she do, dragging the hell out of. Let me see who she was dragging. Let me see. Let me get the notes. Gigi was into it with Gigi. Okay, Sin City was up there too. And Gigi, Sin City was dragging Gigi, and Gigi was set dragging Sin City. Okay? Gigi was calling Sin City a crackhead. And she was telling her about knocking on somebody's door with a gun, and she had a kid with her. And see, she had got in trouble for that, but that's in the past. Um Oh, and child, this is something that came up on that live. Honey, 88 got a stripper pole in her bedroom, child. Do y'all hear me? She got like blue lights, but they can change colors, and then you can have them still, or they can do flashing and all of that kind of stuff. I knew she had that in her bedroom. Okay, well, child, she got her goddamn stripper pole. So I think she might be gonna do a OnlyFans, or I don't know what she gonna do, but she's gonna be performing with the stripper pole, and she was doing some stuff on it. Okay, let me see. That came out too, and she showed the stripper pole. And CB was saying that she got recordings of Josh, you know, um, saying that Sweet Pea set up Mo3, for him to get murdered. She said that she had recordings of him and recordings of him saying other things, I guess against people in the sector or whatever. And I don't know if she gonna release that shit today or whatever, but she always say she got record. She don't never come up with no record. And then she said that before she had been lying like she had recorded. She said, but this time I'm telling the truth. I got him recorded saying shit because all this other stuff we done been through in the past, and I don't never have proof. She said, but when he was talking to her on this time on the phone, she got proof that he what he was saying against different people, child. And allegedly she was at her boyfriend's house when she was on that panel, and Josh was saying, "Why are you on the panel with your ex-boyfriend? You say you in your man house, your new man house. Why are you arguing with me? Why are you messing with me?" And that was a good point, I thought. But in my business, that's just what's going on, child. And let me see. Let me see. And Lucky was up there, but I didn't see very much she was saying because like I said, Lucky ain't gonna get in the shit, and Lucky dropped back down in the chat. Okay, Lucky said, "Forget this shit." Okay, and Gigi got bought down. Okay, within the Ruckers, and Sin City also got brought down. And Josh, like I said, he bought himself back up, and they didn't nobody buy him back down. Okay, now Josh and the guy named Kershawn Wolf, they be over in the Mo3 set, and I like Kershawn. I like how his voice. I like how he talk. Sometimes he be in my live and stuff, And I go to his live sometime, but he all right. But honey, him and Josh do not like each other. And you talking about them men dragging each other, honey. They was dragging each other last night. And Josh was saying that Kershawn is on Percocets. Now I don't know what that man do, what he do or nothing like that. I don't know nothing about that. Okay. And Josh was saying that CB was a powder head. That I guess she snort. Okay. And then Broadway kept going back to that. You saying that she a powder head, this and that. And he kept saying that, yep, she is. And Josh also said, like the first time that him and CB met, which this been like way over a year ago, that he wound up going to jail. And what he went to jail for, child, I don't know. But he kept saying something about that. And he said that they the trashiest sisters that he ever seen in his life. And he said that that CB is a demon, and they the trashiest sisters that he ever in the world. And he said that he's embarrassed that he spent with her for them 2 years, that she is an embarrassment to him. He's shamed that he was ever with her. Okay. And Wolf and Roy T, they got into it on that panel. Like I told y'all, honey, that lab was on fire from the beginning to the end, child. 357's last live, child. It was on fire. It was on fire so bad, hell, I had to send a cash up. I sent him $5. And with the clapping hands, because I like that, that one, when you clap. Because that, honey, he was working hard last night. And I ain't never sent him no money, but I sent some last night to him. And Walty and Wolf, I told you they've been into it forever. Wolf and TT Transparent Top, that's his woman. They live together. And Royalty, they have been into it for a long time. And her and Wolf, honey, they was dragging each other. And of course, King James popped up on the live, and him and her got into it. Royalty and him. I don't know why King James do that. And the captain got up there, and he drug King James, and he drug Wolf, Kershawn Wolf. And then, I told you the captain had told China to get the hell off of YouTube. Well, honey, she back. And he kept dragging her. And he said he was going live today, which he live now. And I know he over there dragging her, but I'll go over there when I get through with my live. I'm going to eat me something, then I'm going to go over there and see what's going on. But she was supposed to have been going live too. And honey, I made sure I was subscribed to her because I'm a content creator. I mean, a mod at 357s, and I made sure that I was subscribe to her because I want to hear what she got to say. Because she was talking that shit in the chat to him. And they kept telling her, come on, hit the link. She was telling them, hell no, I'm going to do it on my goddamn channel. Okay? And I don't blame her. Okay. All right, I swung through by Minx before I came live too, but I just looked at a little bit, and what little I seen that Sanity was over there. She was into it with Free T. Why they don't like each other, I don't know. And Mink had been into it with Royalty and Shay, and Royalty was into it with Gigi. Now I don't know why they into it. I can't understand that. And then I also seen I don't know, it's a couple of days ago, because Eve and Mink had got into it over at the captain's, and I mean they was dragging, and I was surprised that Mink hit his panel, but honey, Mink was up there. She was dragging. Oh, she was dragging, and she went in enemy territory. Okay. And honey, she hit that damn link, and honey, you talking about dragging? She was dragging every damn body, including like Santa Claus. She was dragging the whole goddamn generation. Do you hear me? And a couple of days ago, see, they caught Mink was, I think it was it. I can't think of where it was at. And they drilled the hell out of her. You know, she was just shut down. I don't know. It wasn't like her, but I don't know if she was tired or whatever. Because I told you Mink can go for days. Well, honey, she in that mood right now. So she gonna be all over the Mo3 sector. She gonna be dragging her ass off, and I don't think she give a damn who she gonna drag. You know what I'm saying? Because she back in action. But the one day she was like down. She was on the panel and they was cussing her out and stuff. I can't think of who that was. I mean, they were cussing the shit out of her. And Mink was just sitting there. And I think that she had like got burnt out. Let me go and find what it was at. There was a couple of days ago and it wasn't like her. Okay, now I didn't make a note of this. I forgot to. Eve is and Donald they're going to the breakup, okay? Well, Mink is friends with Donald, and she also friends with Eve. And Eve had been making lies about, and her and Mink have been talking, and Eve feel like that Mink have like let her down. That she more cooler with Donald, than her, and she wouldn't accept her calls and like avoiding her in the YouTube streets and this and that. Well, they was on the captain's link. That's where this was, and they was trying to talk it out. They was trying to come to an understanding. Like Mink was saying, no, I'm just been working and this and that, and I haven't been seeing a lot of what's going on YouTube because y'all know she drive trucks, and sometimes she be gone for days. Okay, and so she was saying, I just didn't see all this shit that was going on. Me and you still cool, ain't nothing changed. And Eve wasn't falling for that shit. She was saying, no, she was like, nah. So you ain't seeing nothing that he doing. You're only seeing the things that I'm doing. And like when they were trying to talk, when Eve was explaining herself, then Mink reply would be, I understand what you're saying. And then it would always be a but on it. And when Puppy, and then they say, but you, and then it go like that, so that made her think Eve feel like she was more in line with Donald with their breakup, which I wouldn't even be in that shit. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't even started at the beginning getting in that shit because it's gonna lead to trouble if they get back together. And so Gigi got up there and she was dragging Mink. And she was saying, bitch, you know exactly what she talking about. You ain't a goddamn friend. You ain't shit. And all that. And they were going back and forth. And of course, children came up. And they was dragging each other like that. Well, Mink left and she went live. And she was, no, Mink, went live. And she was talking about like cussing Eve out and stuff, and come to find out she had cussed her out the day before, but I missed that too. When the day before that she came on Captain's Lab and they were trying to make up. Well, I didn't know that she had allegedly cussed Eve out the day before. Well, honey, she went and cussed her out again, and then she was saying, and you sit your ass up there on that panel, and she was dragging my kid and this and that and that and this, and it was just a mess. It was a mess. Do you hear me? And then Eve went live, and so she was talking on her live. She was just expressing how she felt that Mink was on Donald's side and this and that and that and this. Okay. And then Eve went over to Mink Live and they got into it at Mink Live. And it's the biggest damn thing I ever seen in my life. I think that now it have come to the point that Mink is more in line with Donald. And now Eve can see that. Okay. I really hate that. That like I said, it's hard being friends with a couple. It's very few of my friends that I have. Like my best friend that died now, I was cool with her husband, but as far as me, him calling me, talking about her and all that, he knew better because I wasn't going to hear that shit. And we had been friends for like 40 years because she was my cousin too. Well, he knew better than to come to me because they had problems throughout their marriage, separations, and this and that. Well, I met him through her. So I'm gonna stay on my cousin, my girl, my cousin, my best friend's side. So they didn't bring that shit to me. But she did, but it wouldn't be, I never breathed a word of anything. Because I was the person that she could talk to about anything, and she was the person I could talk to about anything. But as far as her husband getting to come and say something against her, nope. Now he would sometimes ask me ways that they could get it together, or do she need to cool off and stuff like that, and think of things that make her happy. Let's get our thing back on track, because they separated a couple of times, with their marriage, but they did go back together, like I said, I did not discuss with him at all what their problem was because I didn't want to hear his side. I wasn't getting in that shit because, like I said, she was my friend first and she was my cousin. First thing she my cousin, then she was my best friend. So I wasn't going to let him talk against her, period, to me. And he knew better. If you want to keep your friendship, if you're friends with a couple, you got to, hey, I'm gonna be with my girls, you know what I'm saying? Because I know my girls before I know the nigga. And that's just it is what it is. And then they don't mess with my men. Like when we break up and stuff, it ain't none of them coming and crying and telling them shit. Because I've even had two guys that had tried to talk to my mom to get back tell her this and this and that. And she was saying, no, I don't get in my kids' business. It's and it's a reason that she's acting like this. And what did you do to my daughter for her to quit you? You see what I'm saying? Or what did you do to my daughter? She asked some shit like that, and honey, they don't want to hear that shit. And she gonna be, my mama's gonna be on all her kids' side, right or wrong. You see what I'm saying? She was not gonna turn her back on us for no person that we date or your husband or none of that. It wasn't gonna never be that. And I ain't gonna do that with my goddamn kid. Hey, I ain't gonna take no nigga side over my daughter or no girl side over my son. And I ain't gonna, and my granddaughters, because they big enough to date and have I ain't taking no nigga side over them. Like I said, don't bring me no problem. I don't want to hear that shit now. I don't want to feel bad about this man, because if you tell me something bad he do, I ain't gonna never like him. I don't care if you marry me in the future, I ain't gonna never like him. So don't tell me that low down shit that y'all go through. You see what I'm saying, Dreamy? Don't tell me, because that's my baby. You can't do me like that with my babies and grandbabies. I ain't gonna hear that shit, because I ain't gonna never like him. So you better not tell me nothing that he do. Okay? Because I'll tell them about themselves. Like when they get ready to get married, I'll stop the goddamn wedding. You know what I'm saying? I'll stand up in that damn church. They can't get married. I ain't forever holding my peace. I'm in this church and I'm gonna stand before God. Hell no. Yeah. You hear me? Big Red Diva. You hear me? When they say, is anybody in here don't think these two need to be together? Speak now or what? You ain't marrying my goddamn, you ain't marrying my son. You ain't marrying my granddaughter. I ain't holding my peace. Oh shit, I'm tickling my. Hey, Sherry Berry girl. What's up? What's up? What's up, Sherry? Sherry, one of my kids or grandkids tell me something about he did this to me, and they call themselves gonna get married. Hell no, it ain't gonna be no wedding. Bring your ass on here, girl. You come on here. Ain't that damn nigga? He ain't no good. He did this to you. Do these people in the church know that he cheated on you? Are you gonna marry? You ain't marrying him. Come on, let's go. Get in the car. Let's go. JoJo, bless you, hear me? I said, hey, it's time to get up out of here. Stop the wedding. Don't throw no bouquet. Get your ass in the car. Let's go. Okay. Oh, shit, I got off track again. I'm trying to get through. Oh, Lord Jesus. Shit, let me get that. Okay, and see. And I tell you somebody. Oh, Mink got into it with Shay. And she got into it with Gigi over there. I think that was on the captains, because I didn't put that down. All right, now I'm leaving Broadway's. And I said, let me see what Lemon did last night on his show. So I did a quick red ball on his show. And what happened was a lady named Lala Diamond. Like I said, about the titties and if all else fail, pull your breasts out or pull your titties out. Which, now I missed this because I've been over there in the multi-B set because they've been kicking it over there 24 hours a day, okay? Never a dull moment. Well, honey, what I missed of the day, child, Lemon and L.A. Diamond, they decided to go behind stage after the live was over because she was going to show him her titties. Well, she showed Lemon her titties. And you know what happened? J-Dunn ass struck again. Because y'all know that Lemon don't allow her over there in them parts. Because they fell out. Well, when the live is over, she'll click the link. And she be behind stage with you. And child, J-Dunn seen that woman, La Dime titties. And of course, she came out on the YouTube streets and told it. Lemon found that out last night, honey. I think it was Pizarro that told him that she said, do you realize that when you've been backstage to see La Dime titties, that J Dunn was back there with y'all and she seen the titties too? And he was saying like he do, what? He was doing that old stuff. Oh, what? And she was saying, yeah. And J Dunn, when she seen them titties, now, J Dunn, I know you made a screenshot. I know you got that woman titties, J Dunn. You could say you don't. I don't know if she's saying she do or if she's saying she don't. But J Dunn, I know you took a picture of that woman titties. Cause you, and like I said, you done taught chat rep how to do that bullshitting. So any content creators in here, if you're gonna do a backstage thing, whatever they do to get back there, I don't know where you need to look to see a bitch lurking that ain't supposed to be back there. See, that's why I don't fool with none of the goddamn folk. Cause see that kind of bullshitting. Cause see, I was backstage and what was he talking about? Lemon had just like stopped his live, and the people that was on stage, we wound up backstage. This was about a month ago. And so we was talking, me, J Dunn. It was a couple of us back there, and then J Dunn left and all of that. So whatever we was talking about, Chat Rep had snuck back there. When that live was over, she hit that link and she wound up back there. She recorded what we was talking about. Because see, the people like me, it's not my channel. I can't see who's back there with us. So we was talking and Chat Rep recorded it. And she went and did a live about it. So when I went over to Pizarro, J Dunn said to me, Paulette, what do you think about Chat Rep? She recorded y'all backstage. And I say, well, we heard everything you said. And I said, Ed, I'll say the same goddamn thing up here. Because I didn't know we was going backstage. And what we talked about, I said on stage. And she said, yeah, I know you will. And stuff. So her and Chat Rep, them is two, but hell, it's probably 50, 11 other people that learned that little trick, because all you got to do is copy the link. And like when the live go off, and if you go on backstage, you can go back there with them. And I don't know if the channel holder can see them. So as far as me doing some goddamn shit on, I ain't that involved in YouTube. And like I said, I'll say what the hell I said on stage. Okay? You hear me? But yeah, child. And so J Dunn was back there and them said, what? And then he changed the subject, child, and J Dunn said, Peaceful said, no, don't be trying to change the subject. Well, I'm gonna tell you this here too. This Queen Pisces, she's supposed to be doing a dating show over there at Pizarro's. Now, when it is, I don't know. But honey, she a hot item. Women be throwing themselves at her. And like a woman named Meek, wait a minute. Mika. She was up there and she was throwing her panties in the ring at that Queen Pisces. And she was Queen, I think Queen Pisces, or either the girl said, I'm gonna put the number in the back chat for you. So child, she trying to get it going on. She got a lot of girls that's after her. I don't know what she look like. Oh, it's something that's drawing the women to her. Do you hear me? So she says she don't want to be no content creator, because Lemon asked her last night, are you thinking about being a content creator in the future? She was saying, no, I'm just doing this for fun. So, child, she a hot item. Do you hear me? Damn. Let's see what else went on there. Pizarro drug uppity, because her and them uppity and Lemon made up. So she be on the panel all the time, and everybody hit the panel. She got something smart to say to it, and she said something smart about Pizarro's husband, and Pizarro went off like a rocket. Do you hear me? She was screaming and hollering. She was saying she called Buffalo. She called Pizarro. She called uppity a buffalo shaped ass. And she said, she have to catch the buzz. She said, you need to clean up your filthy ass house. You need to buy some goddamn furniture. She said that you need to get Nyla some toys so she'll quit climbing all over the refrigerator. She said, you a trash ass bitch with a nasty ass house that it's like a pigsty. That's what she said. That's what she said. That's what she said now. Pizarro drug. No, she didn't drag no weight off of her. Pizarro, well, she tried to drag her in the mouth, but she ain't got no teeth in the front. So Pizarro, when she tried to drag her by her mouth, a damn hand slipped through that hole. Pizarro drug her. She drug her through the sewer and back. Okay. And honey lady Nika hit the panel last night and said she wanted to have a toast with Lemon. I thought that was cute. And another thing happened on there, honey. Envy had a date. And it was a nice looking lady. Her name was Denny. And when she, whenever they met up, she came and she gave him a box of truffles. And she gave him a can of something. I couldn't read what the can said. And he was so tickled that she had gave him a box of truffles. And he kept showing the box, okay, of truffles. They seemed like they got along very well. Envy he looked nice. He was not nervous like he was with MU, like looking like he was on dope and she was on dope. Nope, he wasn't looking like that. He was so relaxed and happy. Envy, kudos. I hope that, I don't know if y'all relationship gonna work, but you looked happy, she looked happy. Okay. And so they supposed to have dinner together. And he had, like, I ordered some burgers and fries from somewhere. And you know, and they sit on the lab with Lemon for about an hour. And the way they met was they were at a birthday party at a cigar bar. And he met her in the lounge, sitting on the couch. And he did a goofy, I can't think of how that guys come up with a punchline to get your interest. It was just as corny as hell, but she liked it. And they discussed it, and then they had, for next week we just met up, okay? So kudos, Envy. I hope you guys, even if it don't work, I hope you just have a new friend. You know what I'm saying? And I want to see you smile like that and be relaxed, because you always like nervous, on edge. Honey, he wasn't stuttering. He was talking like a M-A-N apostrophe. Okay? And the woman was very entertained. And he also said he didn't order no goddamn pizza like he did with him. You say he had frozen pizza and stuff. Honey, she didn't have no frozen pizza. Okay. Y'all, I'm at the end of my notes. I want to thank you guys for, coming and sitting with me, catching up on, what I've seen out here in these YouTube streets. And if you don't mind, hit the like button on your way out. Hey, Jay Parrish. Hey, Kurt Vixen. Hey, Miss Douglas. If you don't mind, hit the like button. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. Okay. Um, I've been on here almost 2 hours. I hope y'all could keep up with what the hell I was talking about, because I know I was going kind of fast. And I know, I had to catch up on days and days of stuff. But, I'll see you guys next time. And, ooh, child. What happened to Miss out here in the YouTube stream? Ooh, child. Y'all know I think it's going to be heated up, and I'll probably be on here doing some of them short lives, telling y'all where to go and what's happening. Okay? Ooh, child. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.